Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Harding and I'm here to talk to you about the issue of abortion. Freedom to choose. We all know that popular saying here in America, but how do you feel when you're with a group of friends and you're out to dinner and they don't ask you where you want to go to eat? Are you tempted to have your say, or are you just quiet about it? If you want to have your say, you're not alone. Knowing how abortion affects the lives of so many people here in America is not only important, but vital. Without the proper knowledge of the subject, you too can fall prey to society's deception. I've done a lot of extensive research on this topic from both sides. I've taken classes here at Liberty University that have informed me, and I have been to many pro-life church events and social events, and I have made my stand on what I believe. Abortion is a very controversial topic here in America, from government all the way down to small talk in a grocery store. The debate of life is everywhere. God calls His people to value and respect life. It's our job to stand in the gap for the innocent lives of so many unborn who do not have a voice to say no. It's time to act. I will validate this statement by discussing why abortion is a major problem, how this problem affects the lives of every one of us, and the solution should be based on a Christ-centered view of sanctity of life. So let's dive right in. Abortion is a huge problem here in the United States of America. According to Merriam-Webster's definition, it is a medical procedure used to end the pregnancy and cause the death of a fetus. The interesting word here is fetus. When you look up that word in the ancient Greek, which is its root word, it's actually the word of offspring or pregnancy. According to MrConservative.com, there have been more than 53 million abortions performed since Roe v. Wade in 1973. That's more than all the American wars casualties put together. The United States population is approximately 316 million people, which means if you took 1/6 of the population away right now, that's how many babies have been aborted. God shows us through Scripture over and over again how He feels about the unborn. Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." This brings me to my second point. The problem of abortion affects the lives of everyone here in America. Take women, for example. According to the Guttmacher Institute, at least half of American women will have an unplanned pregnancy by the age of 45. And at current rates, 1 in 10 women will have an abortion by age 25, 1 in 4 by age 30, 1 in 10 by age 45. Women who have abortions not only suffer physical pain after the procedure, but go into depression and develop massive amounts of self-hatred and disappointment. According to LifeNews.com, approximately 52% of the early abortion group and 67% of the late-term abortion group meet the American Psychological Association's criteria for post-traumatic stress. The majority of women who have abortions are suffering from all these psychological problems and depression. If this is such an easy choice, then why are these women feeling the regret afterwards? And this brings me to another point, which is abortion affects the lives of the unborn. Contrary to popular knowledge, babies feel the pain of an abortion by 28 days after conception. I have a picture here, and this is a baby in the womb from 0 to 12 weeks, 13 to 28, and 29 to 40. As you can see, all of the babies do look the same. Unborn babies have no say in the process. They just want to live as much as you and I do. How would you feel if your dad came up to you and said he didn't want to take care of you anymore and he couldn't afford you, so he held a knife to your throat? God teaches us in Psalms 127, children are a gift from God. With that being said, how do we have the right to take away one of God's most precious gifts, the gift of life? God has a plan for each and every one of our lives. We do not know what He had in store for those 53 million babies. Maybe one of them had the cure for cancer, one could have been the next George Washington, and maybe one of them could have ended world hunger. This leads me to my last point. There are many ways that you can get involved in this horrific genocide that we call choice. You can be a part of the solution by taking petitions to different businesses, churches, and social groups. You can donate time and money to different pro-life groups, and you can also make a huge impact with your prayers. This brings me to my conclusion. We see the problem of abortion affects us countrywide. This is something that's not only horrific, but completely unbiblical. God does not make accidents. He makes gifts. We must decide to start doing what it takes to bring the sanctity of life back to our country. The 53 million innocent lives are depending on us to make the difference. Are you ready to take the next step? I encourage you to research from a biblical perspective how God feels about this issue and do everything in your power to participate in ending this issue of rights. Thank you.
I don't know how to